It is important when looking for a mate to select a good listener. It is also important to find someone with good genes.
Hello, this is for 1 minute challenge.
This gentleman is a shining example of both. If you can move your ears like this, then you are wasting your time on Tinder.
Is it moving? Huh? This guy is using his auricular muscles, or the muscles that we have on our skull around our ears. There's actually 3 of them.
The auricularis anterior moves the ears forward and up. The auricularis superior raises the ears. And the auricularis posterior moves the ears back.
These muscles are useless. They're a holdover from millions of years ago when our ancestors needed to be able to turn their ears toward threatening noises to hear them better.
Swipe right.
Pad, kid, poured, curd, pulled, cod, pad, kid, poured, pulled. According to MIT, this is one of the most difficult tongue twisters in the world. Forget what those nerds at MIT say. Find a real-life mate who can do this tongue twister.
Folding under and touching in the middle. Fold to the left, then right.
This slip of the tongue can attract a lot of potential suitors.
How many can you do?
Usually when people are seeing it for the first time, if there's anyone else around, there's a lot of like, oh my gosh, have you seen this? Come over and look at this. And I don't know why they want to show other people my mouth. It's pretty cool.
I don't know about cool, but it sure is strange.
There are 4 intrinsic muscles in the tongue that control the squeezing. 2 along the sides move the tip of the tongue up and down. 1 that sits horizontally changes how narrow the tongue is, and 1 that sits vertically controls how flat the tongue is.
These 4 muscles together allow Jessie to roll, fold, and wave her tongue in really different ways.
Contrary to popular belief, there is not a single gene that makes you either a tongue roller or not a tongue roller. But there are genes that contribute to the length of the tongue and the muscle tone within it. So it's quite likely that Jessie has some of these because her tongue is so agile.
Nature is the inspiration for the strongest animal attraction. Meet Jim. He doesn't have Tinder. In fact, he doesn't look like he has a home. But he can still attract things.
How to catch a kangaroo. First you have to find one in the bush. Here's one here now. And you get your shopping bag and you put it over the kangaroo and it will fall in. Like that.
Forget a fancy sports car. All he needs to find love is a bag.
Is it that easy to get one?
Don't worry, Australians. He's not going to mate with a kangaroo.
Kangaroos are part of a group of mammals called marsupials. Unlike other mammals, their young do not develop very much inside the womb, and most of the development happens outside the womb.
For these kangaroos, after a mere 34 days, these tiny little jelly bean babies exit the mother's womb and travel up her belly and get themselves into her pouch.
When a joey returns to its mother's pouch, it climbs in head first and then turns itself around the right way. So when Jim puts the bag over this joey's head, it associates that with the pouch and just climbs straight in.
Like that. And there you have a kangaroo.
Also from the land down under, another classic example of wild seduction that you won't see on Tinder. We are in the outback, where a lack of civilization leads to strange dating methods.
Superb core strength? Swipe right.
This is an ancient Aboriginal attraction technique to attract emus. Don't worry, Australians, he's not going to mate with the emus.
By bicycling his legs in the air, he starts to pique their interest. This is because emus are very curious animals, and they're interested in this weird pedaling thing.
The reason emus are so curious is because they're generalist feeders. They'll go anywhere and pretty much eat anything, which is great in such a harsh environment. In that kind of place, it's good to have options.
My only advice would be to pick your road carefully. This is not a good activity for the middle of the freeway.